Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Hey, I got a quick question for y'all. So, Vlad hit me up and he said to me, will you come back on my show like you said you would so we could address this face-to-face, mano y mano? And I told him, let me think about it. Give me 48 hours and I'll have an answer for you.
What's good, y'all? That Aries Spears, DJ Vlad situation, it's officially reached the breaking point. After weeks of tension, multiple responses, back and forth to somehow turn in one of the messiest podcast beefs of the year, Aries finally drops what he claims is his final response. Is it ever really final though? But honestly, the more Aries talk, man, more it sound like the whole entire situation might have been self-inflicted. And now people asking one question. Did he accidentally talk himself out of one of his biggest platforms? According to Aries Spears, the whole situation started over money. Not disrespect, not politics, not interviews, money. Aries also thought, same as Bootsy, that he added significant value to Vlad because fans constantly told him they subscribed specifically to watch his interviews.
At one point, Aries was complaining because he needed a makeup artist. I mean, literally the only person I've ever interviewed that needs a makeup artist every interview. Every interview, but I'm like, that's cool.
Wait, he needs a makeup artist every interview?
Every interview.
Oh.
Every interview. So there's a makeup artist, shout out to my girl Candace, who comes early to do his makeup. Him, he's not welcome to the platform anymore. I don't give a
But Vlad got 4 or 5 million subs, and no one person is that impactful to his platform, even though you want a person to know their own value, and a lot of us overvalue ourselves to make sure somebody else doesn't undervalue. So he's not completely wrong, but Vlad gonna do numbers regardless. And Vlad pays people to come. So it's not like people really gotta be interested. There's a whole nother motivation behind coming to Vlad.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Hey, I got a quick question for y'all. So, Vlad hit me up and he said to me, will you come back on my show like you said you would so we could address this face-to-face, mano y mano? And I told him, let me think about it. Give me 48 hours and I'll have an answer for you. But I want to ask you guys a question. And before I ask, let me say this. So I didn't see the whole thing, but people kept telling me he did a part 2 on me with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And one of the jokes he made was he said, I look like Kung Fu Panda. And one of the things I said was that Vlad is a liar. He lies. So one of the questions I want to ask, which is why I have a problem possibly doing this, is because if you lied once and you're a snake and you bit me once, that means you're going to bite me again. Where did Vlad get that joke from? Kung Fu Panda. You know where? He got it from me. When he came to my show, I do a thing where if somebody big and obese gets up, I call him Kung Fu Panda. And here's a guy that says or wants to make you believe he knows comedy. But yet you took one of my jokes to use it on me. Did he say that part? Should I go back? Let me know.
Now, Aries, his clips is always controversial because he gonna say the unspoken part. He gonna address the elephant in the room. And he's hilarious, brutally honest. You know what I mean? And he regularly went viral. So when he asked Vlad for a raise, it seemed simple enough. But that's where everything went left. Things got personal when Vlad reportedly compared Aries to Bootsy. According to Aries, Vlad told him he wasn't generating Bootsy type numbers. And this is where Aries felt disrespected. Because in his mind, he wasn't even asking for Bootsy money. He was asking for acknowledgement. And Aries repeatedly argued that if fans specifically subscribing because of him, that has value. And to be fair, it's a legitimate argument in modern content creation. Personalities are the product, we all know that. But the real issue wasn't even the raise request, it was communication or lack thereof. You know what I mean? And this is where the story does take a turn. According to Aries, Vlad wanted to get on the phone, discuss everything privately, but Aries says he was busy. Then it got awkward. But instead of reconnecting quickly, the communication became passive aggressive. And even Aries' own co-host Andy started poking holes in the situation during their podcast.
And this is where Vlad's ego and him being a narcissist. You're not gonna beckon me. You're not summoning me. I'm busy, nigga. But Vlad is such a narcissist and sensitive. And listen, I'm an egomaniac. I got my flaws as far as some of that goes, so I'm owning up to that. But I'm also not gonna kiss your ass. And this is where Vlad's ego and him being a narcissist. You're not gonna beckon me. You're not summoning me. I'm busy, nigga. I got shit to do. And despite what a lot of people believe, my legacy does not live and die on Vlad TV.
It literally shows Andy questioning why Aries never properly followed up after agreeing to talk. That's a huge moment because you could tell even people around Aries knew the situation could spiral unnecessarily. And this is where it went completely off the rails. Because Aries unloaded on Vlad, calling him narcissistic, sensitive, attention-seeking, and obsessed with being on camera like Suge Knight said about Diddy, all in the videos, dancing. Aries also went at Vlad for allegedly wanting those on-stage shout-outs during comedy shows and wanting public attention from celebrities. And then Aries doubled down, basically reminded everybody his career existed long before Vlad. Now that much is true. He brought up HBO, Def Comedy Jam, Showtime at the Apollo, Mad TV, Jerry Maguire movie, Decades in Comedy. And honestly, that part does matter because Aries does have a legitimate legacy in comedy. The problem is the internet don't care about legacy as much as visibility and what have you done for me lately. And Vlad TV gave Aries constant visibility to a young audience that might not be tapped into him. And this is why a lot of fans think both sides underestimated each other. Now somehow out of all the drama, the internet becomes obsessed with one thing. Aries Spears admitting he wears makeup on Vlad TV interview. Honestly, this part probably shouldn't even have been controversial. Most people do that. He explained he wears the makeup to cover the dark circles and reduce the sweating under the studio light. Now as a comedian, he got to know he opening himself up for some comedy coming his way. But that's normal TV production, you know what I'm saying? That's also Instagram with the filters, YouTube with the whatever. Actors do it, talk show hosts do it, podcasters do it. But because it's the internet, you know, they're going to immediately turn it into memes. The uncomfortable reality is Aries might have let his emotions sabotage his business discussion, you know what I mean? Because from the outside looking in, it seemed like Vlad was willing to talk, but Aries wanted validation first. And once the public disrespect started, there was no going back. So now Vlad escalating things even more. He already talked to 6ix9ine about Aries. He got plans to talk to Ack about it, Whack 100 about it. And at that point, it's not negotiation no more. Aries then turned into content. At the end of the day, both Aries and Vlad will probably be fine financially, but the situation is a perfect example of what happens when ego, business, and the internet attention collide, man. Because sometimes the biggest beefs start over the littlest things. And they both should know that as much as they comment on everything going on within the culture. So let me know what y'all think, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's your boy Dell, Second Take. Till next time, we out.